So, YouTube, Desert Fox here, coming at you live again with another Wargame, Red Dragon, Ash and Shadows mod, deck build, and playthrough. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to show you guys a whole bunch of thanks and love for just watching, the channel. I really appreciate that. If you guys have been watching the channel, that is awesome. Thank you so very much. So yeah, we're gonna do a blue 4 deck. It is going to be none other than God's chosen and loved Israel. We will do a deck build and playthrough of them. So let's get this bad boy rolling. We're gonna check out the Beefy Tanks because I'm a beefy boy and I like beefy toys. So here we go. They've got this Madakava Rogue. I believe that's Chariot Spirit of. I'm not sure about my Hebrew, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's their high-end tank here, 162, and looks pretty cool. Yeah, look at that. I think they're their tanks can actually carry troops in them, in the game and in real life. They have that much space, so that's pretty cool. This guy, he's lower tier, but look at him. He still hits about the same, rolls about the same. It just doesn't have the trophy system that was actually invented in Israel. So this thing, you better be top notch. Yeah, it's 95%. Kill those missiles, baby. Yeah. We got this guy, pretty neat. I am a big fan of the grenades on this game because tanks can kill infantry, and this makes a lot of sense. You can engage a tank at the normal range 2275 meters, accuracy at around 65, and AP power at 21. But you can also not waste your 32 shells on infantry, and you have this 40 millimeter frag grenade that just mincemeats his infantry. It's really neat. It is in a limited deck, so you have to take Israel or Israel coalition with Israel in it to use it. They've got these other tanks, T-72s. Really cool, I guess. Team up with your enemy and make a better tank. So it's got a great gun. 24 AP power is really good. And a trophy system, very nice. Very fast though. Very fasty tank. What else I got? So this thing kind of looks like a chieftain, like an old chieftain. Yeah. Or a centurion, not chieftain, my bad, centurion. 8. So it's a cheapo. Goes 50. Yeah, it's post World War II tank. Probably one of the best tanks in the world. It just missed World War II, the end of it. We already went over them. What's we got on this side? Looks like some upgraded or modified patents. More patent. Got better range. And another patent with better range, AP power, and armor. So yeah, they have basically old American patent tanks, British, an old World War II British tank, and this thing, which looks to be like a Russian amphibious unit, and some Russian T-72s along with their homegrown Madakava class. Very nice, and the Ryuk, the spirit of their armored deck. What else we got? Check out some vehicles. This thing, just to highlight some of the stuff they've got, an ATGM tank. It has no shells, but it has extremely large range. On ground, 3850. This thing will keep things at bay. Really good for armor component. It does go at a slower speed. If you notice, they're 50. It's a little slow. But this guy, he's also, he's 65. So, extremely large range as well. No stabilizer though, but it goes to 65. So this guy can shoot on the move, but it's slow. This guy can not shoot on the move, but he's fast. And take your pick. How you gonna skin that cat? We've got some other ATGM units, 2800 meters, very nice. Accuracy 60, 22 AP power, very nice. 27 top and guided. No fire and forget stuff. So that's, guys, I like to play fire and forget, so none of that's here. But that's cool. Let's see what they got in support. The average tank speed, I think, is like 60, 65, right? Their average support, though, is, this is the longer range kind of deal. Not the longest, The Hawk, I think, is for intercepting aircraft at 85. Really nice, but it's slow. But you don't have to worry about that because what it makes up for in speed, lack of speed, it makes up for in able to hit the enemy. Um, Chopper, anti-chopper, 12 missiles, but it's low. Low accuracy. If you see the accuracy is 50%, this is probably going to be your mainstay. It goes at 60, and that double whammy. You know, the missiles with the gun makes for a really good kill the chopper right this second. These guys could come in handy as some cheap anti-air, kind of place them in the forest and get the job done. Any RPG or ATGM unit might take it out though. He has like no armor, so hopefully he doesn't run across any infantry. And this guy, top attack, it will get spotted by the enemy. That's what this local means, locatable. If there's seed, it can use its GPS to take it out, but it's got a corrected shot, and it must be fired obviously stationary. So that's good. This one's pretty cool. We're probably gonna take this one. Helos. Let's see if they got any fire for you here. Nope, but they do have. Ooh, look at this bad boy. Freaking intense. 16. I wonder if they fire in dual tandem or single. But it's pretty accurate with 27. That could be a godsend. This is also cool. Recon ability with a 3,500 meter missile. Remember, this one is 3150. So this one goes over 400 meters more. That's pretty good. Let's see what they got as a recon, aerial recon. They do have this guy, which, you know, he's got a 100 killer ability, which is good. Less missiles, but it can dogfight a little bit, and it's got armor. If you notice that this Seraph has 1 armor, that can be clutch unless it starts getting shot in the back. So in those cases, it might be, if it's getting shot at, you might be able to trade with whatever it's shooting at and win. So just keep that in mind. It might not be best just because he's getting shot at to turn and run. He might be better standing and fighting. Got some other recon units. This also is a unit of noteworthiness because of this. 29 rounds per minute is insanely fast, and it does AP power. So if it's in range and it can actually take it out, light vehicles, with the recon ability can be very helpful. I mean, you can pretty much make mincemeat of that. These guys would go with the tanks. Good recon, not what you would want, but it's, you know, it is what it is. So very good recon here. They got very good here, like a little truck. And what do you got? Bad recon. Bad recon. It's a recon unit, but its optics are bad. How is that? You know, and it's 35 points. That's crazy. Yeah, it's really gonna look at that. And then this Seraph with or Safan with no, it's just basically Kilo. Vehicles, we went over vehicles. Tanks, we went over tanks, and support. We went over support infantry. So they've got some ATGM units or anti-air units. Excuse me. These are ATGM units. They are heat and guided. 25 AP power. That's really good. And 65. So hopefully they hit what they shoot. These guys could be pretty effective against infantry. It's a HE power, and they get them off quick. They're shock infantry, and they're like Marines. Could be nice. Golani, very nice. These guys are also shock infantry, very good, very nice. Mesat, AT. These got some militia units. You know, I don't expect them to hold the line very well, but they got these guys, and they're regular units, but they're heavy. So well trained, you know, hats off to them. They got the heavy rating even though they're regular, and you get them in these Merkava CQBs. They only have 9 rounds, so I would not depend on them. And for me, who doesn't like to micro, seeing a tank would make me use it like a tank. All right. It has a grenade launcher though, because that could be pretty effective, but it only has 9 rounds. I do not like that. Palnat, very nice. Decent missile. It does hit top attack, so you don't need that big AP power. What else we got? That guy, he's a cheapo. Looking at him. Oh yeah, this thing right here is a godsend too. Look at that. So the road speed, if you check it out, it's a tracked vehicle, but its road speed is still 150 kilometers per hour. That is like the speed of most rolling units, but its speed off road is 65. So if you're looking at support, do they have any wheel support? Support, recon vehicles, wheels, right? It's 150 meters, 150 kilometers road speed, right? So that's pretty good for a tracked vehicle, right? And I'm just trying to see what I can support him with that goes that fast. I don't think there's anything that's tracked that goes that fast also. So hats off to them for building that. That Neymar IFB is super fast on road. So it will lead your units, even your tracked ones. Keep that in mind. You got this Palnat. It can come in IV as well as this guy. It has 2 ATGMs. Not enough for, but it might get the job done in a pinch. Fire and get out of there. It is not fire and forget though. Ooh, fancy. So you've got these elite units. They are, they got the rockets. Very nice rocket. 21, 70% hit accuracy, and they get them off at 70 or at 10 rounds per minute. Very nice. And they're fast. 30 kilometers per hour. So mainstay to them. And these guys also got the same rocket, but fewer of them, and they're slower. So they didn't do the same workouts that these guys did. But that's to be expected. These are shock, and these are elite. Yep. So let's see what we got as it regards to logistics. Merkava tank, very nice. Oshkosh, very one of my favorites. And these guys, I'm not a big fan of the Sea Stallions, only because they take so long to land. So you have to micro them behind the lines. It's more movement, right? Because the enemy might see the chopper and move their AA to intercept. So you can't. You have to take that into account when refueling. If you want a close refuel, you have to be mindful of that. Aircraft. So we kind of blitzed through that, but really it's, the mainstay is going to be, if you're going to take the tank, you're going to take this this tracked vehicle here for 115 points, or you're going to take this troop carrier kind of thing, Mugaf, for 100 points. But in my opinion, just take him for the speed. 150 kilometers, get him out there. Hopefully you'll never have to use his M2 Browning, that 50 caliber beast. You got this glory wagon. It's not an actual glory wagon, but that's what one of the other decks has, is a glory wagon. So I call all the trucks glory wagons. And what else we got? So you got this command infantry, 6 guys basically with a radio. Glory truck. You got a Neymar. You've got this troop carrier. It's just the different carrier that come in. This one's got frag rounds, active protection, and then this one has a Neymar, which is crazy. But Neymar. But 110 kilometers and 50 off road, not to be confused with the other Neymar. And you get the one so a tank comes with it. This could be interesting, but for 160 points for one command vehicle is pretty hefty. It just micro it, and hopefully it doesn't get attacked. I would say that this could be effective, but if you're gonna take this and he's gonna roll with tanks, you might as well just take this. It's the same thing, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it looks literally the same. So you just park the tank, unless he's infiltrating with the tanks and he's gonna hide out, but that's a lot of micro. Hopefully, some people, that's their playstyle. So cool beats. All right, so let's start with the tanks. Of course, I'm gonna take their high end at 4. You can get 2 of them. I might do that because they're that good, but I might put more in there and come back to this. And then, so for the mainstay of the tanks, we're gonna take these guys at the hardened, so you can have 24 tanks right there. We might take him, but we'll add some more stuff and come back if we need to. Recon is super important, so between the tanks and the recon, we're obviously going to take this guy. He is the big boy. He's the best that they got. And we will take him as a support, hardened. We'll take one of them. We don't take a lot. And this got to go with the tanks, right? Hardened, because we don't need a lot of them. Infantry support. I'm not a big fan of it. I like armored columns, but they could come in handy for smaller decks. So you get 2 for the price of 1. Sorry about that, that's my fault. You get 2 for the price of 1 this one. So if I'm gonna take one, I'm gonna take that one, and we're gonna take them elite because I want them to hit what they shoot at. So 2 for the price of 1, I'll take it. Vehicles, yes, we like the range. Um, if you've seen my previous video, that Chinese build vid, um, that video is unique because it has the PTZ 89s and the range is intense. So any deck that you have to take, if you are going up against a unit that has that, you have to take that into account. You might be outgunned in numbers. So that standoff range could be useful, right? 3,500, 3,800 is good standoff range, be if you have a flat map, because you're just going to get outgunned if you don't. It's one of the PTZ that in the Chinese deck is one of my favorites. Let's see here. For the recon, I will not double the recon. I'll probably call in a separate chopper for getting the job done because, you know, I like the ability to have the recon and the chopper. So we'll take one of him, and we'll take him as a dogfighter. You can take 7 trained, but if you got a chopper, you want them. If you're chopper on chopper, you want them to hit where they shoot at because it'll be crucial. Let's see for the num, basically man pats. I don't think I'm gonna take those only because they're cheap. Hold on, they're really cheap. Oh wait a minute, and they stabilize and they got 22. So yeah, we will take those. It could be you run through their missiles fast, but it could be pretty effective. So and then and the reality too is being able to trade, right? If I have a 35 piece unit that can take out a unit that's 53 or 87 or higher than 35, it's a good trade. And most things that are quality in the game are going to be more than 35. So if it hits one target, it did, it did its job. That's just something to think about there when you're talking about point values and trading. For the infantry, I will take their best. I won't take it in the CQB version, but these guys are gonna go with the tanks. So I actually will take them in their Neymar IFVs. They got 30 millimeters. They got the ability to do mortars, and they got the trophy system, and they're fast with great armor. So I want these guys to support the tanks, go attack with the tanks. So we'll split it up. We'll do 9 veteran with the Neymar IFVs, and then we'll do the Merkava CQBs just for whoever wants to see both. Because I love you guys. We'll do them both 9, so we get 18 total. Seat at 13, they're elites. We will also do the Marines. They have other Marines. Let's see. They have other Marines here. Are these the Marines? Nope, they are not the Marines. You're not Marines. Get out of here. We do have the RPG 7. That's nice, right? On this guy. So we're gonna compare him to these guys. See which one's better. Yeah, so one has better AP power. AP power, right? The accuracy, so for the Galani is less, and then their rockets are the same. So the Galani is left, so these guys at the bottom look like a winner. Like if you facing tanks, you want them to take it out at range at 70, which is really good. And their guns better. And they're heavy, so good shock. Good team on team, but I think I'll take them hardened. So you can have a lot of them, and I'm gonna take some of these hardened so you can have them fast. I won't take the aerial ones, even though it might be advised to take the aerial ones. What else we got? I do want to take some infantry. Ooh, I need to take some infantry with tracked and these guys so they can support each other if they need to. Oh yeah, heck yeah. That's what I need right here, baby. Give me that. Very nice. The Neymar IFVs, if you notice, I'm using a lot of those. I might take these in the chopper. Yeah, I might do that. Not these guys, these guys. In the chopper. Yeah, I'm gonna take some in the chopper. Just because you never know when you need to fly out an ATGM unit to make a battle line. And same thing for this guy. We might take some of this off because it's a lot here for just infantry. We'll come to the support and then we'll come back to that. Okay, so mainstay with the tanks. You don't get a lot of them, so we're gonna take 7 trains so we can get the most and offset it with the hardened Chevettes. The gun is comparable, about the same. You lose about 200 meters, but the missiles here, this one's gonna be with your more expensive tanks, and this one's gonna be with the guys on the wing. We could take this, but the accuracy is just atrocious. Basically, you're at 50%. So really, it's carrying 6 missiles, not 12. Even at hardened, right? 16% accuracy. That only equals out to, 66%. So it's like, it's like half and half. Where this guy is 75, so he has a good hit rate and can suppress with 55, which is really good. Moving right along, we will take this long ranger here just to, which one's longer range? Yes, so we'll take him hardened, and you get 4 of them too, and we'll take this guy for sure. For sure, we don't really have any rolling recon to go with the faster units. We have him. I'm not sure if there's a vehicle, that AT vehicle. No. Okay. So we'll take him. It's what we have, but I mean it's what we have. So normally I like things to have wheels and tracks in both the deck, so you can be flexible in how you use it. So that pretty much takes care of this. If there's some gaps, we'll come back, but we just want to kind of build a balanced deck and then flex where we need to. So there's a fob. We will take this. Do we want him, or do we want a glory wagon? No, we'll take him. Got 5 of them in there. Very nice. Because they don't have a helo, we will put in there, because that's pretty fast. And well, he's faster. So, well, they're about the same speed. Yeah, 150 and 150 on road, right? Yeah, so we won't take him, but we will take one in the chopper. Ooh, they don't even have one in the chopper. That's crazy. Oh, they do. Okay, boom. I'm just being slow. There it is. Okay, boom. One in the chopper. Then we're gonna take the Oshkosh for the gas. If you've seen any of my other playthroughs, I really only use these guys for the gas, so that's nice for them. And we will take obviously the only chopper refueler that we have for heavy shells and stuff like that. Because if the gas truck is there, it should have already fueled him up, and all he needs now is ammo, and that's what he's for. Big boy with the ammo. Aircraft. We got a lot of points left, so we're gonna maximize the Israeli Air Force. Very important thing is seed. For 135, it's pretty pricey if it doesn't have a jammer, in my opinion. So you almost take these in tandem, but even that's pretty pricey. So you'll have one jammer pod there, and him. So we'll like buy them in tandem and use them in tandem. A little bit of a micro, more than what we would like, but yeah, we got to do it. They got an air superiority fighter here. I probably won't use him though. I'll probably take him for ground support. That glide bomb can be really effective at taking out things at super long ranges. This could be effective for taking out tanks. But for 135, a tank better be like the best of the best of their tanks. So, I mean, there's better ways to skin that cat for cheaper money. Good carpet bomber here. We'll take him. We want to do massive damage to the enemy. Let's see. He's got some top attack heat. I don't know. 6. It could be effective for, taking out the armored columns. So we'll take maybe 1 AM. Mix it up a little bit. 2. And then we've got one more slot. So we got a lot of ground support. If we take him, we're gonna pick. We're not gonna take him because his bombs, and I'm more worried about the armored columns. I will bypass the infantry a lot of times and just worry about the tanks and leave the infantry behind my lines to get intercepted by something else. We will take this guy. He's unique. He's got 12, right? Small diameter glide bombs, and I noticed people don't use. I'm gonna showcase how you kind of use this guy, right? I'm gonna take 2 of them. I'm gonna try to use both of them in the game, and maybe we can with advanced moves kind of help some of people that might not know how to best use them. They call them in and they might lose them a lot. So we might do that. I will take him just in case. Super elite, right? We do have a lot more points. We've got plenty of choppers, vehicles. Got the two I want. Um, tank. Okay, so we could take more tanks. That's good. Um, all of the tanks. We can do the fasties. I want something cheap though. We already have two of these. That's good. Cheap but good. I say that and I look at him. And I'm like, yeah, you might be the best thing smoking. But these guys probably are going to be the best thing smoking for the accuracy of the gun, even stabilized, the rate of fire, the speed. Yeah, I'm probably going to take him at 114. Yeah, I'm probably going to take him because this is really good. It's a good tank. Can I take him too? Oh, yeah. I can take 12 of them. All right, 36 very bad donkey tanks. So these are probably mainly what I'm going to call out. That they have the missiles, they just don't have the trophy system. But hopefully we micro well, and these guys will support, and they can be pretty aggressive. So there it is. All right, so there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your infantry component here, composed mainly of set at 13, and we've got some Marines here, supported with some ATG anti-air AA units, manpad, and some flying, very mobile, air mobile AT units. These guys are going to basically support the tank, long range anti-air, suppression with missiles, and rolling anti-air, right? A whole bunch of tanks, basically on Monaco. This guy, I want to use him and him a lot. He is a 2-for-1 special, so we're gonna take the sale. This is gonna be your ranging offset, so this is gonna be good for tank on tank engagements. So hopefully you get good recon and you can shoot and scoop. Obviously choppers, this guy mainstay, 16 hellfires. That's gonna be a beast, right? And then you've got the this thing that has jamming pods for seed. Same thing for ham seed. Long range glide bomb, carpet bombing with a cluster bomb, and then these guys I'm gonna showcase how to use these because I really like them, and then air superiority just in case. This is your Israeli deck, the God's Loved. So we're gonna do a quick playthrough. I'm gonna try to make it as quick as possible for you guys because I don't want the video to go very long. Let's see. Boom, there it is. We're gonna do it. I don't have anyone to play with, so it's just gonna be me against the standard deck on the medium. Let's do. We could do Pusan Valley. This is what we'll do. We will put on big points because we're big boys with big toys. All right, here we go. About to dive in, boys and girls. Brace for a shot. Outstanding. So we're gonna get our guys set up to get in the Vanguard there. This is probably a good time to say, hey, if you guys like the videos, you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys want me to do a certain deck build or try out one of your decks, yeah, feel free to hit me up. I really would love to do that with you guys. As a new YouTuber, I am looking to connect with people because this game is fun and it's really a good time for me. So yeah, if they guys want to link up, please reach out. Let's see. All right, so we're just gonna place these units. The game plan on this map is to have one left, one right, and one middle force. That way we can obviously support our guys pretty well. I'm gonna take 2 here, and then we're gonna take 2 here of the lead tanks, and then we're gonna take their supporting cast. One. How many points we got? Can we take another group? Yeah, we're gonna take another group. Very nice. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. So our tank force is pretty much set. Support to go with them. Now these are the lead force, so I want them to have the beeline support units. Hobbits, right? They're all there. We will take 2 of these off, and we might split the hobbits up so that they can play the wings if they need to of the battle group. Okay, obviously we're gonna need some sort of recon. It's gonna be the setup. It's expensive, so we got a microwave. Well, and you've got this forge here, so we're probably gonna need some sort of infantry. We'll take these guys, boom, boom, and these guys, boom, boom. There it is. And so it doesn't look like we can take much else. I will. Let's see. I want to take recon with the tanks just in case our Seraph gets shot down on the wings. So that's our units. We have our. It's basically a tank column with some infantry support because I hope that once we break through this forest, it's gonna be a stand-up fight out here. Ooh, you know what we did not take that we can take? We will take the. If it is going to be a stand-up fight, I would prefer to take these guys. So hopefully they get to be used. We'll put them in front of the be attacking force. Right. That way, we can basically outrange the enemy if we get into a stand-up situation. So there's our deck. There's our units. We are gonna buy. Yeah, we'll do him for the out the gate. Try to suppress the enemy air defense out the gate there. And we don't have a gas truck, but that's okay. We can call one in because we want to keep the tanks roll. Yep, and there we go. We're gonna get that recon out here on the wing. But yeah. And we're gonna call him out to the wing to see if he cannot fly over enemy AA coming down the roads here, because yeah, he might be able to spot the enemy's AA units if he flies over them. He once he sees his Maritina over here. But if he's flying right over Bravo, any Tunguska, any Strela can shoot him. So he's got a buck here. He's gonna pop. Alright, can he shoot him too? Ooh. He's gonna bail. Let's see if he gets out, ladies and gentlemen. He got hit, but it looks like he's gonna make it. Oh, spoke too soon. So he got the buck and he got. I don't know how that happened, but hey, there it is. So we're gonna take. It's luck of the draw there, ladies and gentlemen. Our Seraph sees some stuff out here. I'm not. Oh, he also sees. Wow. So we're starting off this game with a lot of micro arrows, ladies and gentlemen. Losing some very important stuff that could be a bad game changer for us, because the reality is that was our main recon and we were aggressive. Of course, he probably had AA, so it was a bad play on our part to be able to not support them. So we know the enemy is there. We're gonna have our units kind of rush, missiles or no missiles, but we want them to get in close to the enemy and deny him these buildings. Right. They don't have recon other than the track recon. We're going to keep our forces moving forward here. I don't want to get into a congestion zone here in the middle. So if we can draw any units that are on Bravo this way and then catch them in the flanks, that'll be nice. We do need some sort of recon. So we'll wait till we get that big boy tank or big boy chopper. We'll have to micro that by sending, or mitigate that by sending our, whatchamacallit forward, our Trailblazer. And while they're doing that, we'll get our guys in some sort of battle formation to advance on the enemy if he finds nothing of interest there. So our infantry's to the forest, so we're going to send our troops to the forest, because that's what their job was, to clear the forest now, make sure. And then we've got these units on the wings. We're going to send our recon forward because we don't have aerial recon, and set our guys into kind of formation for battle. So we're making good progress, but we just don't want to get into an ambush. These guys are stuck. So the Blazers have recon 4. We're going to continue to push forward there. Don't see anything, which is good. Tanks are leading. Charge them. We're going to give all these guys orders to kind of advance on Bravo, since we know they have stuff there. And we're going to try to turn this flank by telling our guys to advance this way. So it's a battle line that's moving pretty good. We can't call in that recon, so we're gonna do that. So we took some pretty hefty losses in the beginning with the seed and the. You guys still need to go forward. They take the seed, so we're gonna tell our tanks to move forward. Barrel's gonna go here. We are getting some shots on the enemy. Look at the range on the guy. He's letting it rip. Stop. Whatever he hit was 95 points, so it's probably a command vehicle. Tell our Macbeths to stop. So the tanks are moving. Whatever we're engaging, we're shooting and shooting and scooting. So we're trying to we are advancing on the enemy from 2 different sides. That's another command vehicle pop. I don't know where his forces are because we've only taken out 700, almost 800 points of damage, but we don't see his units at all. So where his main tank force is, we don't know. But we're not going to wait on them. We're going to continue to advance and have our infantry advance until we get into some serious resistance. I don't like this. I feel like we're going to get ambushed. I'm going to send our recon forward to see what we can see. Trailblazers are going to go forward, right? Blaze that trail. Alright, get him in position. We got our units supported, so the enemy recon chopper is going to get popped pretty quickly. We will have him circle fly around so we can advance orders, but I don't see the enemy's units. Let's see. So I can kind of see how having a tank force right now would be effective. If we roll into this place, we can pop a command vehicle right here on this edge here and deny him that ability. So he says a chopper, which is fine. So we're gonna have our guys back up and support. So what I'm gonna do here is we see his choppers coming out. We're gonna skirmish with them a little bit. What I do want to do is have the ability of our Air Force to come into play here. So bringing this guy out with some support to showcase it, because I promised I was going to do that. But we've advanced so far. I'm not sure if I think the mark up on the wings there with one Chevy. Now we have this one tanks. We're gonna bring him back into our what's it called, the para. If he continues to advance, he's going to be outflanked and outmaneuvered by our other tanks on the wings and side shot it. So there's his tanks. We want to be able to pop him at will. So yeah, there we go. Really good tanks, good recon out there so we can kind of see what's coming. Gives a good range to our tanks. And it makes it really hard for the enemy. We're going to send the infantry outline. Macbeth got popped. Bad for him. Good for the enemy. So, this just to showcase what this unit can do, I'm going to launch him. He might have a buck. It might get popped out. But you kind of advance, move his this guy back and forth. That way, he can kind of trade behind your lines and fire kind of at will behind the line. So if he sees a target of interest, we're going to call him back a little bit so he doesn't get popped by a buck or something. But we got something over there, which is nice. I don't see any armored vehicles, so it's going to be kind of hard to showcase it. There is actually an armored vehicle right there. So we will use our to pop him. I'm not sure if he... This is one tank against... Okay, so we got him. Good, nice. Alright, so we don't get to showcase it just yet, but we want to. There's more back there. So he's going to start dropping bombs at range. Oh, they got a lot of units back there. That's crazy. So he's... So we're not going to play to the enemy's strength. We're going to get out of there. I don't see any aerial units. I'm going to tell him to relax. And tell him to fall back. Yeah, he's hiding guys in the wings there. Very nice. But what we will do is, since we know his forces are there, very nice, we'll go ahead and push and have these guys set a battle line here. And see how he's just wreaking havoc, right? Get him out of there because he's out of those missiles. And now we'll have him prioritize shooting at the more expensive ones. Get our guys moving. Why wouldn't I want these guys to fight here and kind of move forward? Is because I want them to kind of gas up and be prepared for a reverse slope defense on the enemy. Right. I want to kind of prepare for engaging his units where I have the advantage, not in the forest and not supplied and stuff. What is this? Whatever that was, guy got. It looked. I think it was Tunguska. So this Seraph is doing his job. He's doing very good. We are positioning ourselves for some kind of reverse slope on him. Right. We see his tanks maneuvering, but our Seraph is using his ATGM to shoot these cheap tanks, so this is good for us. We're gonna send our Trailblazer in here, and most of our battle group is here refueling. So get them out. These guys are gonna hunt for this. Look at that range. He might pop him. Boom, good kill. All right, so that takes most of the enemy's tank forces out, but that's a problem because these only lost 3,000 points, but we don't know where the rest of his units are. So what we will do is we will send these Trailblazers out to keep any funny business away from our base. And we'll even do some support these cheap 25 point autocannon tanks or trucks. We'll take one at a time and have them sandwiched there so the enemy can't pull some funny business. We do have his fob, but we're gonna use our recon to hunt back here because I think it's the that's where the enemy's doing. He hid most of his units in like a flanking maneuver in a way to so smart on the computer to do that, to basically wait till we push to his base and then try to outmaneuver us. Okay, what else can we do? Send in some Oshkosh. So there's some units there. We found some. Probably by our Trailblazer. He's gonna try to flank them. He didn't get to them in time. Look at that. And so they've got units in these forests back here. Our advance was pretty heavy. So we're gonna make some sort of a reverse slope defense here so that we can, whatever comes on the slope, we have the advantage. I'm gonna hide him here. So now it becomes a hunter-killer mission to find and kill the enemy. So recon is gonna be the best for that. We don't know where his units are. It's gonna basically be hunting his command vehicle at this point. You guys get loaded up there, please. Pretty please. You guys, same thing. We're gonna keep some defensive units in case anything else comes down this road, because it's the fastest way to our only command vehicle. And we have Trailblazers scouting to make sure that nothing is fast tracking down the road to us. There is a... That's not good. So we lost another recon. It's just a bad day to be a chopper pilot in the Israeli Air Force. We will take the initiative and go get him. But that's really unfortunate. So he's going to recon back here to see what else they got. But it's just a matter of finding the enemy's command vehicle. So wherever he decides to rear his ugly head, that's where... Yeah, there's more units back here. We're going to drop them off. We're going to launch them that way. And launch them this way. There's the command vehicle. So we're going to cut them off. Boom. There it is. Alright, so we found them. Good stuff. That battle was mainly a whole bunch of rushing. So we rushed the enemy. Very good. And the chopper, where is he? He gets a promotion. Hopefully he lived. But him being able to pop all these tanks. So this one, Recon Seraph, used its ATGMs as well as its autocannon to pop these cheap tanks. So very good on him. This Sufa popped the tanks and popped the Baratino. Didn't see it, but he glided in there to kill a tank and 140 points. So good on him. He paid for himself. Very nice. Who else did really good here? Some of the tanks. Markov 111 Beast. Him as well. Very nice. So the tanks, the tank column advanced very well. I don't think the enemy used his tanks effectively. I think he could have used them better. But we killed 2,000 or 3,000 points of them. Yeah, 3,771 points of the enemy. We lost 600. We'll see what the losses were. Basically, the seed that did not get out there. He did not make it. The Seraph, who also got popped by the same guy. Good job for him. He gets a promotion. And the Seraph, who got popped by the Tunguska. Very good for him. So land units, we only lost literally 2 tanks. Everything else was our very expensive recon and our expensive plane. Bad micro on my part. This is Desert Fox saying thank you guys for joining me for this this match. And if you'd like to leave a comment, I really appreciate it. But I encourage you to definitely get in the Vanguard. Get in the Vanguard, boys and girls. Leave a comment and subscribe. And have a good day and goodbye.